Welcome to the fourth Nia Dance Wild campaign event. We're here to celebrate the launch of NiaTV, our newest routine Wild, and most important, I'm here to celebrate all of you learning and to celebrate the amazing worldwide community of Nia teachers. For the entire month of November, I'm hosting these live events focused on learning the new routine Wild. Now, yesterday, this is where I reviewed the 7-cycle class format. I spoke to you about the first 2 cycles of Wild, setting your focus and intent and stepping in. Today, we begin the process of learning each song in Wild. I'm going to do that one day at a time using the new teacher features on NiaTV. Today, I want to cover 4 important topics. The first one, from the embodied triad in Principle 12. The second, I'm going to talk about Cycle 3 warm-up. And third, the new song-by-song teacher tutorials on NiaTV and how to use them. And fourth, it's about learning Song 1, Foreigner, by the Wild Reeds. Now, last week, we covered the Learn Triad, and I hope you have gone through that process. This is where you begin to personally embody learning a routine, and you get it in your skin, immersing yourself in that felt sense of the workout. Now you're ready to embody the routine and learn the choreography, the movement patterns or katas from the ground up. This means you're going to learn choreography sequentially, beginning at the base of the body, adding the core, and then adding the upper extremities. This process is what I call building the choreography from the ground up. And this is exactly the same way you teach your students. So as you embody learning the routine, base, core, upper extremities, you're going to be able to teach your students in exactly the same way. The basic somatic methodology of the embodied triad is to first always isolate a movement and then integrate it and sense the movement in your whole body. We call this systemic. You do this in relationship to the music. In Principle 12, we teach you the process also of how to code the choreography on your ABC sheets and to use the process of isolating by listening and watching without moving. This develops your objective knowledge of the routine, and it builds into your felt sense experience that you created during the process of working with the Learn Triad. Listening and watching, it gives you the opportunity to notice details and the instruction of the routine choreography in very unique ways. Be sure to download the Wild ABCs and booklet and watch the routine as you count and follow the ABCs. First, always pay attention to the base choreography. Now, I have actually coded the base choreography, and typically you will add the core and upper extremities on your own. However, in the Wild routine, I purposefully added some extra music notations and upper extremity codes to show you more of what the dressed bars can look like. Coding the music cues, and the choreography, base, core, upper extremities, is important, and it's a first step to help you to begin to cognitively understand and then practice base katas. Once you've watched and personally added notes to the base codes, then you want to begin practicing the base kata, which I also have labeled in the Wild routine as pattern. You can find additional techniques for working with Wild and dressing your bars in your White Belt Learn book. I want you to continue to work with the entire embodied practice on your own, base, core, upper extremities. And if you're new to teaching, and you're unsure of the techniques of working with the ABC system and choreography code, check out your White Belt Learn book. And also reach out to your peers, to your community at large, other teachers for help. Ask for help. work together. What I'm going to show you with the new teacher routines is going to build on the methodology of base core upper extremities. And in cycle 3, that's the warm-up. This is where you prepare the body to work out. And you want to activate the flow of energy. You want to increase your body heat. And you want to increase respiration and heart rate. No matter what the moves, your goal is to activate the movement of energy through all of your 13 main joints. Use this cycle to familiarize your body and your students with the moves of the music and invite them to sense and dance in their now body and engage with what we call the conscious personal trainer. To sense, notice one's own body, and activate maybe the 5 sensations, or at least the sensation of pleasure and comfort as you warm up. Notice how in Wild Song 1, I achieved the goal of the warm-up by systematically releasing all 13 joints, following the reflexive action and then the release. In the teacher feature, song by song, this is where I present each song using that body-centered developmental technique of learn the moves, move, and energize. Learn, move, and energize, well, this is the primary sensation science methodology for the somatic competency called movement creativity. Movement creativity is all about the study of healthy movement potential. And it's the idea close to our hearts that we understand and we teach. Through movement, we find health. The goal of this somatic competency is always to develop the skill to consciously use our movement to transform our body and our life potential. Every time you learn a new routine, you are adding to your movement creativity, to your movement skill, to your knowledge bank as a dancer and teacher. Learn, move, energize is a 3-step process. So number 1, you isolate a move or the movement pattern to sense and develop body literacy. Number 2, you integrate 2 or more moves systemically, which advances your knowledge and skill by applying the 200-700 potential to explore your body's way as you sense new body awareness. And this arises from the unique choreography in every routine. And third, energize is where you apply what you have learned from isolating a move with the new self-awareness, the awareness that you gained from integrating moves in order to create complete new sensory possibilities in your body. In the NiaTV teacher feature, each song begins with learn, and this is where I show you the moves of the choreography, the kata pattern in isolation. Then in move, I coach you to integrate it systemically, and this is where you begin to work with movement detail. And in energize, this is where you get to dance the whole song with me. And this is how you integrate what you've learned and moved, and you bring the choreography to life. Energize is what it should feel like when you're sharing the routine in class and on the dance floor. Energize through your body. I hope that through the new NiaTV song by song teacher features for the Wild routine, that you're going to be able to embody the moves of the routine with greater clarity and with efficiency and save time. And also that you'll be able to hone your skill by applying the movement creativity sensation science technique of learn, move, energize. Now, song 1. To conclude today's live event, I want to take a few moments to share some general comments about the first song. I'm going to share some things about me, what I've learned about myself, and some of the tools that I use to help you share this and to also develop your learning process. The first song, Foreigner, by the Wild Reeds, is such a beautiful, beautiful song. It's 4 minutes and 38 seconds long, and the ABC speed is about 12.8. And the slow beat makes it fantastic as a warm-up song. And when you look at your Wild Routine booklet, you're going to notice that I have added something extra to the kata notations above the ABC code in each song. So what makes this unique is that the way I use reflexive conditioning and speed in song 1 in relationship to the otherwise slow ABC speed. When I began to work with this song, I found myself falling into, we all know about this, habits of working with the beat. I stopped myself. I noticed my movement tendency, and then I went back to free dancing. And this is where I discovered a new reflexive reaction in my body to the music. And I thought at first, I can't add this, it's song 1. And I said, no, bring this new awareness into the choreography. This is nervous system conditioning. This was a new to me skill, and I knew that that's how my brain was going to grow and my body and life would change. One of the ways I connected to the music and choreography as well is to always choose one emotion for each song. This allows me to energetically engage with the power of silence and sound. And this enhances my potential to personalize the moves more quickly. By connecting to my emotions, my unique spirit and physical nature is able to be expressed. Remember that emotion is the elixir of Nia music, movement, and magic. And just like we say that the emotion of desire is the elixir of the sacred athlete, bringing meaning to everything that the sacred athlete does, intrinsic motivation, born from purpose, key to body and life transformation, and using the practice of learning Nia routines, deepening life experience as a sensation science to the process, developing movement creativity. Motion is key. My suggestion is to choose one emotion for every song. This is going to speed up your process of learning, I promise. And I also use a process to mentally and visually simplify the base, core, and upper extremity moves, using language to name the choreography, and I add energy dynamics to help me model the moves and to help me more quickly engage with the music and the moves. In song 1, I chose the emotion of fright and the sensation of stable flow and mobility. Because fright is such a powerful emotion for me, I'm able to authentically access sensory expression immediately and reflexive conditioning in a way that allows my students also to easily come along with me in a playful way. This, in essence, well, it works with that brown belt principle of symbology. Through sensation, I become more engaged. In learning becomes a more conscious sensory experience. Have fun learning. Remember that the enjoyment of learning is critical. If you find yourself bumping up to something and feeling stressed or frustrated, stop, walk away, and come back. I want to remind you of some of the things in your Learn book. You're going to be going and working with page 7. And page 7, like I talked about, gave you some added benefits. What it's going to describe is kata, and then you're going to see P1 after that. I've put both of these terms in here to teach you that they're really the same thing. Kata describes the moves, and P1 is the pattern. And I have added to your bars something quite unique that's going to help you learn more quickly. It helps me. I have listed the kata, and then by base, core, and upper extremities, I list open stance, squish walk, vertical spine, catching flies. This is a very quick way for you to not only learn the moves, but refer to them when you want to go back and teach it after a few weeks. You'll also find the dynamics, reflexive hands and core, shifting body weight, press to rise, ankle stability, and agility. I've added this information to not only help you learn more quickly, but to also give you that Speak Nia language that will help you learn, move, and energize, and to share what we love, and most importantly, share it through your body. I look forward to seeing you next time.